Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Lori Albert. I am your host, medium and intuitive, Lori Albert. And Spiritually Speaking is an interactive, intuitive conversation that embraces all things spiritual. Each week we discuss different spiritual or life topics. I have guests, and I take your calls for viewers to be part of the conversation or to receive a reading. So welcome to the show, and thank you for joining me tonight. I am in like this incredible mood. I don't know. The last 2 weeks it's been like down. I've been down or whatever, but tonight I finally feel like things are working out again or something. I don't know. So I hope you guys are feeling good too. I really do. And you know what else made me really happy today was that SpaceX launch thing. It was like the heaviest payload or whatever went into space, but that wasn't even what got me, because of course I had to watch it because, I can't stand to not be aware of what's going on, right? So I turn it on and I watch it, and then I realized, so those boosters on, if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch this because it's way cool. There's boosters on the side of the rocket. So there's the rocket and then there's boosters on the side. And the boosters separated from the rocket, and they came back down to Earth and landed like this, like straight up, just like they were. I was like crying. Like, really? I don't know. But it was so cool. It was so cool to watch. So anyway, so that made me happy today too. I hope that there was something out there that made you guys happy, because you know what? That's what it's all about, right? And that's why I like to call myself, sometimes I call myself a happy medium, but I like to call myself medium, intuitive, and happiness seeker, because aren't we all seeking, right, for just a little bit of happiness in our lives, right? So anyway, welcome to the show. I'm glad you guys are here. I just get so excited when it's Tuesdays. I just enjoy getting the show together and coming home, and I had some computer issues, so we're crossing our fingers. Life is okay. I hope we're streaming. I don't even know. So at any rate, so welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we're going to start out with a sort of it's a meditation to keep our vibration high, okay? Because what I'm going to talk about tonight, I'm going to be talking about trusting our gut instinct. And part of that is keeping our vibration high, okay? When our vibration is high, we are open to love. Okay? When we are open to love, we can feel spirit easier. Okay? And when we can feel spirit easier, we just, our lives become filled more with joy. Right? So there you go. Okay, so what I want everybody to do is sit down and relax your body. Sit very comfortably, however that is for you. It could be cross-legged, could be feet flat on the floor, it could be whatever is good for you. I usually choose, and I know I say this all the time, I'm sorry, but I usually choose to keep my palms up, because the energy, there's a lot of energy that we give and receive from the palms of our hands. So I like to do that and keep my palms up. Okay, so let's sit quietly and relax. And as we allow the stress of the day to drip off of our bodies, let's start with our heads and consider all of our muscles as we let the energy from our heads, from our brains, drip down from our neck and shoulders, our arms and hands, and the torso, and our abdomen and pelvis, and our hips and legs, and our calves and our feet. Just imagine all of that negative energy that we pick up throughout the day, or any stress, just melting right off of our bodies. Now I want everyone to focus on our crown chakra, which is on the top of our heads. And I want you to imagine white light love just pouring into our crown chakra and reaching every single cell in our bodies. That white light love is pure joy and love and peace. As it penetrates every cell, allow yourself to become enveloped with that feeling of pure joy and peace that love brings us. We'll sit in that energy for a few moments. Now I want to have you focus on your solar plexus, which is below your breastbone, right here. Imagine yourself, I want you just to focus on the solar plexus. The color for that is yellow, so imagine yellow light surrounding your body. And we focus on this chakra so that we can become more aware tonight of just exactly what our gut instinct is. And I want you to sit in that beautiful, beautiful energy. And just enjoy the high vibration and love and peace. Perfect. Namaste. That was beautiful. That was great. And you guys did very good, I'm sure. I can feel. So I'm super excited about tonight's show because I love talking about our gut instinct. I talk about it all the time. I mean, it's because it's sort of, you know, and I've been talking about this lately too, but it's sort of tangible. It's something that you can kind of pinpoint, right? So we're going to get to that in a minute, but I'm dying to talk to you guys about the super duper full moon eclipse energy from last week. I just had so much fun. Oh my God, that was such a blast in that energy, and I had all of the stuff sitting out. Was that last week? Was that 2 weeks ago? Whatever. At any rate, it was awesome, right? Oh my God. You know, Lori is, I am very, I just say what's on my mind, which is a blessing and a curse. It truly is. I love that I'm that way. I love that I'm an open book, but boy, do I open myself up for that. So, at any rate, okay, so rulingplanets.com, Christopher Renstrom, my go-to astrologer. I love him, right? Okay, so this is our astrological forecast for this week. Really interesting, specifically because I love talking about angels, right? And so this is what he says, and he titles this week's horoscope as "In Search of Better Angels." It's hard to know where to look these days. The zodiac signs of Aquarius and Scorpio represent two separate and different truths. Aquarius represents those ideals that we aspire to, like love and freedom, justice, and even truth itself. These don't translate easily into our day-to-day lives, but often leave us feeling like we've fallen short. Nevertheless, they still remain as points of light to set our moral compass by. Scorpio represents those dirty secret truths that lie tucked in the back of your sock drawers. These are the truths that bear witness to your hungriest and angriest impulses and tell you that this is who you really are, despite all the repression and outside trappings. So which truth is true? Do you continue to reach for the highest good, or give in and embrace the lowest common denominator? Like with anything that's described by a square between two planets, the Sun and Jupiter, will form a square on February 10th. You cannot have one without the other. And what you get in the end will be a unique mix of both. What I love about that is that, because I am a huge believer in that, you can't have good without bad. It's like the yin and the yang of the whole of life. It's the balance, right? So yeah, you can strive. I strive every day for truth and honor and integrity. I strive every day for that. And of course, we all fall short. No one is perfect. If you are, you're a walking God, right? But it's like our lives are mixed in there with the realities of every day, your shortcomings. We all have them. I mean, come on, we all have them. Which is why I try really hard to be empathetic to people that wrong me, or somebody that does something not so great to me. I try really, really hard. I'm not the best at it, but I try really hard to be empathetic that way. So that being said, yeah, so I love those horoscopes because it reminds me that we are human along with our spiritual side. So I just enjoy that. And Christopher Renstrom does a really good job at bringing that all together. So yeah, so anyway, so next I wanted to talk about, because I didn't get to spiritually in the news last week. If you'd like to call in for a reading, or if you want to be part of the conversation, please feel free to. I've got the Spirit line open, 818-835-5885. And thank you, by the way, for everybody that has sent me messages regarding why they don't call in. But here's what I want to say. It's totally fine if you don't want to call in. You can, if you choose, call in and pretend that you're somebody else. Totally fine. Well, not pretend, but give me a false name if you're worried about something like that. So just know that, okay? You guys, I love the personalities of everybody that watches, so thank you for that. Okay, so spiritually in the news this week, did anybody else cry during the ads of the Super Bowl? By the way, anybody that follows me, I get a little crazy during the Super Bowl, especially because it wasn't my team in there, and it kind of should have been my team in there, right? To me, it should have been my team in there. I'm a Steeler fan, right? So at any rate, I was a little bit hyper about it. So, but it all's well that ended well. A Pennsylvania team won, which I was ecstatic about. So there you go. But at any rate, did you guys love the commercials, or did you think they were stupid? Some of them were just really ridiculously stupid, I thought. But there was a couple that I thought were really poignant, and the Olympian, oh my God, that was like just addictive. I almost kind of couldn't watch it because it made me it made me really emotional, obviously, to watch that, and then the Budweiser commercial where they're actually creating, they're creating the cans of water. They're putting water in the cans instead of beer, and they're sending them out to people. And you know what? We're in need right now. Puerto Rico is still in really bad shape, and I believe that the United States has stopped aid at this point. So when I see ads like that, and when I see that companies are actually doing good that way, I really truly do appreciate that. So yeah, I was all into that. But I didn't see a Clydesdale ad. Did you guys see a Clydesdale ad? I did not see a Clydesdale ad. I was really bummed. I was looking for it, but I may have missed it because there was a little bit of tequila involved in the show for me. So at any rate, yeah, so that was that was one thing I wanted to talk about. That I always look for the feel-good ads during the Super Bowl. So yeah, and then okay, so my next story that I want to talk about is, and you know, you get these stories from unlikely sources, right? Or unlikely places. Dyson, right? The vacuum company. I have a Dyson. I love my Dyson, right? Because it's real light and all that kind of stuff. So I have my Dyson vacuum cleaner, right? And James Dyson, who is the creator of Dyson vacuums, is creating, he's in the process of doing this now, he's creating a special river barge that will suck the garbage from the bottom of rivers. Oh my God, how has nobody thought about doing that before? I don't know, but I love that he's being so proactive with that. I just thought that was really cool. It's really amazing. You know, and the other part of that is, okay, so he sucks up the, you know, these vacuums, or whatever you want to call it, the river vacuum. They suck up the garbage from the bottom of the riverbed, but then it pulls it out, and it's taken, all of that garbage is taken to the recycling plant just down the road, or like, you know, nearby. I guess they're going to be, you know, the garbage is going to be taken to recycling plants. I just think that is incredible. I love this new technology and all of this stuff that we're learning how to do with our waste, you know. So yeah, so I thought that was really cool. Okay, and then my next story, I got 2 more stories, and I'm like, I think these 2 stories are just so fantastic. Okay, this is the power of girlfriends, the power of girls. Love this, right? So check this out. A 36-year-old girl was getting divorced, okay? And on the day that her divorce was final, she really was sort of expecting to, just kind of be by herself and just kind of hang and chill and everything like that, because all of her friends are married. And so it was kind of obviously it's going to be like a sad time or whatever. So what happened was that all of her girlfriends came over, and they all brought their wedding gowns, and they sat in their wedding gowns and drank wine, right? And they sat home and they just discussed the good things about marriage, the bad things about marriage, you know, as only people that have been married can. And it was just really cool to hear about that story. I shouldn't say see, but because I wasn't part of it. But that is so freaking cool. You know, your girls. It's the power of the girl. I just am so about that. I think that's great. You know. Yeah, so I just thought that was a really great story. So, okay, and then my last story that I have is a very interesting story. And this is a story actually that Richard Branson actually wrote, okay? Richard Branson is the owner, I don't know if you know him, but he's like the owner guy of Virgin, okay? He is amazing. I follow him on Facebook, and I have to tell you, he's an amazing man. I mean, he's always thinking of new ways of doing things, and he's always like just putting it out there and just going for it, you know? I mean, he's done a lot of things that have failed, a lot, but he's also done a lot of things that have not failed, and good things for this world, right? So he did this article. I guess he does a blog. I don't know, but I guess he does this blog. And so he wrote this article, and he shares his top 5 tips on making every day count. And what better way? I mean, this man like bleeds success, right? So I thought, okay, you know what? Let's go with that. You know, I mean, we're not all in this great mood all the time. So my thought is, let's see what's there. Okay? So, okay, so his top 5 tips on making every day count. Number 5, do something fun to start your day. Right? So when you get up in the morning, it can be something physical like working out, or it could just to get your blood pumping is what he says. Do something, you know, do something to like fun to start the day. It can be anything, right? If just taking a walk is fun for you, great. If taking a run is fun, that's fun too. So go for it, you know. Do something fun, or pay it forward, like go to Starbucks and pay it forward that day. Something fun. Right? So I thought that was a good one. Okay, and then number 4 is, he says, just do it, right? He says, don't sit around waiting for something you want. I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm the queen of that, but I'll like think of something and I'll like sit on it and chew on it and chew on it and chew on it kind of thing, right? Not all the time, but yeah, I do that a lot. So he's saying, make yourself get up and do it. So just do it. So he's kind of like the Nike guy, right? So he's Nike and Virgin, I don't know. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. Just get up and force yourself to take some sort of action to do that. I think that's great. That's a great tip. So, okay, then number 3 is set goals and challenge yourself. He says that you should always find ways to make things better. And that can be anything, he says. It can be relationships. It can be just your sort of way that you do things. Like I could take it regarding this show. And this is something I've been sitting on, right? I need to figure out a couple of sort of technological things about doing the show so that it will open up how I create the show, okay? I'm trying to figure out a way to incorporate Skype, and for whatever reason I can't seem to figure it out, and so I stopped doing it because it was frustrating me. You know how things frustrate you, so you stop, right? That's my, I do that all the time. So, but he's saying don't let it stop you. Set goals, set a goal, and challenge yourself to that, right? So I like that, okay? And then number 2 is have a break from time to time and let yourself breathe. And I thought, wow, that's great. And I'm like the queen of that. I'll definitely do that because he means, meditate or just sit back or go and, get up from your desk or wherever you are and just take a walk for like 3 minutes or something. And just get yourself out of the situation of wherever you are. Like if you sit at your desk all day, then take a break and just get up and just change the vibe there for a minute, right? So I thought that was fantastic. What a great thought that is, right? So, and then his number 1 tip for making every day count is do some good. He says that if you find something fulfilling and purposeful that are really closely linked, to do it, okay? And to be honest, I've talked about this before. You feel better when you do something for somebody else, or when you do something for the world, or when you do something for even an individual. You feel good about doing something for somebody else or for the world. So yeah, if you want to go to virgin.com, I want to tell you about that. You can go to virgin.com and see what else he writes about. He's so inspiring. He is so freaking inspiring. A lot of people get irritated, and I know this to be true because I've have conversations with people about this. People get irritated watching him because he is such a genuinely positive man. And his attitude is amazing. And I find myself getting irritated sometimes because it just doesn't seem like he's ever down, right? And I know it seems like, I'm always that way because I am happy. And it's true, I am happy. But I just find that fascinating to me because he is wealthy, and it does seem like he's got everything going for him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he does. It just means that's his persona. And you know what? The reality is, he makes me feel happy. When you watch him speak, or you read something that he wrote, and maybe that inspires you, right? Which is kind of what I hope to do with this show: inspire people to do something better for themselves, inspire people to meditate. I am like the broken record of meditation. I truly am. I know that, right? And I know my friends get so mad at me. I have one friend who shall remain nameless, and he is like, I tell him all the time, are you meditating? Did you meditate today? Did you? So I always laugh about that because I'm like the queen of that. So do something good for yourself, right? Okay. So at any rate, okay. So now, let me give you the call-in number. Feel free to call in if you'd like to receive a reading, or if you'd like to, if you have anything you want to say about Richard Branson or anybody else, or anything else, I should say, not anybody else, but anything else, 818-835-5885, and the Skype line is open. All right, so, okay, so now what I want to talk about is my topic for the day. Okay, we're going to talk about trusting your gut instinct. Do you guys trust it? Do you trust, like, why do you need to trust your gut instinct? There's a question. And how do you trust your gut instinct? There's a question. How do you do it, right? So let's chat about what your gut instinct is from a spiritual perspective, okay? And before, since I have a call right at the beginning here, I'm going to take this caller. Hi there, you're live on the air with Lori. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, it's Kathy O'Haver.
Hi, Kathy. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Did something happen today to make you happy? Tell us what it is.
Did something make me happy today?
Or smile.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what?
Yeah.
You could say something that made you smile. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, my granddaughter does.
Yay! Oh, how old's your granddaughter?
She is 10.
Oh my God. Oh wow, that's so cool. That's really great. So I'm happy to hear that. So what can I do for you today?
I'd like to have a reading.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who's coming around. Oh wow. Okay. Lots of energy. And I was like, woo! I love when that happens. I'm like, okay, who wants to come and speak to Kathy? And it was like, woo! I feel like it is your mother in spirit? I'm feeling a motherly energy coming through. So it could be mother or grandmother, but it feels closer to mother energy. Is your mother in spirit?
Yes, she is.
Okay. She was quite the character. Is that right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, she was.
Okay. What I'm getting from her is that, first of all, she's super excited to be here. And I feel like you've had a reading before from somebody and she's come through to you maybe, but I feel like that she's come through to you before, whether or not you've had a reading. Have you had a reading before?
Yes.
You have? Okay. So she has come through to you before. So, because that's...
Yes.
She's like basically giving me the idea of like, oh, I'm old hat at this. She is not scared to speak her mind. And boy, she's fun. She just had, I feel like that she has a lot to say. Do you have just because she's starting to go, she's just going here, but I wanted to ask you, I'm feeling like I'm supposed to ask you, do you have a specific question for her, or do you just want some words of wisdom from her? From her, not me.
Probably, she was, how do I want to put it? She always gave me words of wisdom. She guided me through life, basically. She was there. She was my best friend.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love hearing that. I really love hearing that. Okay, so let's go with that. We're going to move on from there because, not from there, I mean, I'm just going to say, I'm going to take that and go with it. She is, first of all, she's gushing over you. She's like, just can't, like, she's telling me all these, like, accolades about you and how amazing you are and about how, that, you know, this is what she's saying about you. She's saying she's just like me, except a little bit dulled down. I don't say dull like you're dull. I didn't mean it that way. But like she's like, she was more outspoken than you are, is what she's saying. But you don't hesitate to speak your mind. Does that sound like you?
That I'm like my mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm more toned down than she
You're
was.
more toned down. Exactly, toned. And I didn't mean to say dull. That was such a rude thing to say. That's not what I meant. But, like, I meant toned down, so thank you for saying that. Because she was like, Lori, what are you saying, you know? So she's saying, but you know what, though? She's a better version of me, is what she's saying, because she's telling me that she kind of would say things that she shouldn't have said, necessarily, because you know, she would just talk. So she's telling me that you have a filter, and she thinks that's amazing. She's like really proud of you for that, because there are times when she's telling me that there are times when you really step back and you take a minute before you respond to people, whereas she would just speak and she would put her foot in her mouth occasionally. Not all the time, but you know, occasionally. So she's just telling me that how amazing you are in that. And she really, you know what, she's giving me like a headache. Did she have, it wasn't Alzheimer's, it wasn't like dementia or anything, but something with her head. I'm getting a really strong pain in my head. Did she die of like an aneurysm or something?
She had breast cancer that spread to her brain, and she had a tumor in her brain.
Okay, so the tumor in her brain is what I'm feeling. Okay, yeah, because it was really strong, and she's giving me that as sort of validation. Okay, I really love her energy, but she needs to make this pain go away. She's giving me validation that about her head. Boy, she's really giving me a headache. I feel I feel like I'm supposed to acknowledge this a little bit further. She had some really bad headaches towards the end, didn't she?
Yeah, the tumor was pressing on her eye and making her eye bulge. Yeah. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, she's making me feel the pressure on my head. So, but you know what? She really wants me to tell you, and I feel like that you sort of already have been through this, and I feel like that you're a spiritual person anyway. So, but she wants me to make sure that it's really clear to you that she is okay on the other side. She is not. She's in no pain on the other side. She wants that to be really clear. Okay, so so I'm gonna give you that. She's talking to me. It's really interesting what she's bringing up, because she's talking about, you know, she acknowledged obviously the head pain and the physical pain that her body was in, but she wants to also talk about emotional pain, because I feel like that there was a little bit of emotional pain that she had here on the earth plane, but on the other side she is so totally fine with everything on the other side. And I want to say, or actually she wants me to say, I'm going to say it that way, she wants me to say that there is no animosity, there is no, she just has no ill will towards anybody on the other side. And she really wants to say, and this is not this is not me saying that she's excited for you to come to the other side, but she is excited to see you on the other side, and she wants to say that you'll see when you get here, because it's really, really amazing. And there's no more hate, there's no more ill will. She keeps bringing up the word ill will. I don't know what that means to you, but the words, I guess you could say, ill will, there's none of that on the other side. So, but yeah, she's definitely saying, not that you're supposed to be over here anytime soon, but when you get here, you're gonna know that feeling, and she can't wait for that, because she can't wait to experience that with you. So, wow. Yeah. Her energy is like, I could just keep going forever. She's like awesome. I mean, I feel like that she had a lot of friends, a lot of people, because she did speak her mind. People appreciated that. Do you know that to be true? Did she have a lot of friends?
Yeah, she'd speak her mind. Always. She would.
I think she's telling me, this is, I swear to God, this is what I'm hearing her say. She's saying, I was what's the word when you what's the word when you have to like learn, not that you learn how to like it, but like she was like, oh, God, what's the word? I can't, help me. Are you gonna give me the words? She wants, okay, back up. Hold on. She's not giving me the words, and she's talking really fast, so I'm getting a little bit behind. So yeah, she's talking really fast. So she's saying that people liked her for what she, I'm trying to get her to slow down, sorry. People liked her because she spoke her mind, but there were people that didn't like her because of that same thing. There's a word for that, and I can't think of it, and she's not giving it to me for whatever reason, so she wants me to say that. However, she is saying that she is very happy with who she was throughout her life, and she's just so proud that I swear to God, this is what she's saying, I'm so proud I made her. You know what I mean? Like, she's saying she's really proud that she made you. She's proud that you guys were best friends. She's really proud of that. I'm asking her for you know, any sort of words of wisdom she can give to you right now. You know, I heard, as soon as I said that, I'm hearing really loudly, stay the course. Can you understand that? Do you understand what she would mean by that?
I think my mom was always the person that I could go to and tell her, and she would tell me what to do. And now that she's gone, I don't have that.
Yeah, that's tough. Well,
you know,
yeah.
And
I feel like that what she's saying regarding, and I feel like that there might be a situation right now that she's referring to, and she keeps talking about staying the course. Okay, so I feel like that she wants you to continue on the road that you're on with how you're dealing with this. Okay, do you understand what she might be talking about? Yeah, okay. So stay the course. You're doing great. I swear to God, this is what I'm hearing her say. You're doing great. Just keep on doing it. Just stay the course. Keep going. Because if you stop, you're going to lose the momentum. Boy, I love how Spirit just sort of channels through me. If you stop, you're going to lose the momentum, okay? Because there's a momentum building, okay? So, yeah. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
Very
good.
much
Oh,
so.
that's great. That's great. She is a love. Oh, my gosh. How long has she been gone? Can I ask how long she's been gone?
It'll be 4 years in May that she'll be gone.
Okay. Because she is like making me feel like she is old hat at this. She's got this going on. She knows how to, I just love her. She knows how to communicate through me. She's like, look, see, I'm giving you really good messages, and I'm like able to talk, and she's like telling me how, she's saying, look how good I am at this. So I feel like you've had a couple of other readings where she's come through, or is that true? I know I asked that before,
just one.
Just the ones, okay. Well, she's good at it, and I want to say that she comes to you a lot, and she's talking about in your sleep. Do you dream about her? Because she's talking about in your sleep that she comes to you, and it's like, because that's the only way. And again, this is so funny because lately the word tangible keeps coming up, because that's something where you can remember her and you can actually see her. So do you dream about her quite often, or?
I don't dream about her. I've been having nightmares about other stuff, so not particularly her.
Interesting. Okay. That's interesting, because I'm wondering why she's talking to me, but that she's telling me that you're dreaming about her, or that she comes to, no, that's wrong. I totally said that wrong, and she corrected me too. That's wrong. She's saying, I come to her in her dreams, is what she said. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with getting rid of these nightmares that you're having. I wonder if it has something to do with along those lines. So this is what she wants me to tell you. Before you go to sleep, call in, she's saying, call in like protectors, your protector angels. So call in your protector angels and call her in and say, Mom, protect me, okay, tonight while I sleep. And I feel like that's going to help. The protector angels, and for some reason it's interesting, because normally I would say call in Archangel Michael, but that's not what she wants me to say. She wants me to talk to you about your protector angels, okay? So I'll just I'll give you that. So your protector angels, and call her in, and that should help those nightmares. Okay.
Yeah, I know who my protector angel. It's my long time. It was my grandmother, that came as my, like, I was told many years ago that they could see her with me all the time.
That's awesome. Oh my God, that's awesome. Now, what's really funny is that I'm not seeing I'm not seeing that lady, but because I think this
Yeah.
reading, because it's a short reading, it's only a couple of minutes, right? But I think it was just supposed to be about your mom, you know, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so she's a great lady.
Yeah.
What was her first name?
Alice.
Alice. So she's a lovely, lovely lady, and she's got so much love for you, and she's very, very proud of you. And so I will give you that. And yeah, so thanks for calling, and thanks for bringing Alice in because she's adorable. I love her.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Kathy, and have a great evening.
You too.
All right, take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. You know what? I love it when spirits do that. They come through and they're so like present. It's like she was right here with me. I love that. And she was very happy at how good she was at it too. And I love that. I love that. Spirits have personalities, you know? They really, really do. They do. They have personalities. So that's really great. And I believe, oh, no. We had another caller, but oh, wait, we do have another caller. And hello there. You're live on the air with Lori. Who am I speaking to?
This is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on over there? Where are you? What are you in? Are you in the United States?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm actually in the middle of the United States,
okay.
in Nebraska.
Oh, okay. So is it cold there, or?
It is snowing right now.
Oh, sorry. Well, you know what? It's that time of year. What I was telling my mother and my family, they live in Pennsylvania. So I was telling her, look, you've got like another like month, and then you should be good to go, right?
Yes.
Some people actually like the snow, so.
It's very beautiful.
That's great. So, okay, so that was what I was going to ask you. So what made you smile today? Did the snow make you smile?
The snowflakes were very large.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Oh, I love hearing that. So thanks for telling me that. I missed that. I actually missed that. So anyway, so what can I do for you this evening?
I was wondering if you could see my sister around me.
Okay. Okay, so immediately when you said sister, I saw a woman with brown hair. Did she have brown hair?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm seeing glasses. And I'm seeing. Did she wear glasses, or was it just sometimes she wore glasses?
Just sometimes.
Just sometimes. Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing I feel like the glasses were like, she really did not like the glasses. I'm sensing that she did not like the glasses. So I'll just give you that. I don't know if that's true or not, but do you know if that's true? Did she really dislike wearing the glasses?
Yes.
She did. Okay. She's a sweetheart. She's very, I feel like that she's well, definitely more calm than the last lady that I was speaking to, because that lady she was really a big personality. But first of all, what was your sister's first name?
Noelle.
Noelle. Okay, so because I never, for whatever reason, Spirit doesn't usually give me names, so I like to have their names, so it makes it feel like more like a conversation between two people, you know, kind of thing. So, I feel like Noelle was, she was sort of soft-spoken, and she's letting me believe that she was sort of soft-spoken, but yet she was really pretty funny. Like, once you got to know her, she was actually really funny. Does that sound like her?
Yes.
She's great. Now, were you very close in age?
She was 4 years younger than me.
4 years younger than you? Okay, the reason why I'm asking that, and it's not necessarily the greatest thing to be asking all kinds of questions. However, what I'm seeing is, like, I almost thought that she was a twin. I don't know if you two look alike or whatever, but I'm seeing two girls with dark hair, well, you know, brownish hair, standing next to each other, and I feel like that they're close to the same height. They almost look like twins. Did you two look alike? Or, like, I'm trying to figure out why I'm seeing this, so.
Well, there's four of us sisters, and I'm the oldest, and she's the youngest.
Okay.
And we all pretty much all look alike, I guess.
Okay.
We all sound alike.
Oh, really? That's great. That's awesome. That's great. Okay, so I feel like that she's standing next to you. I'm getting a visual. Actually, it's kind of interesting because she's actually showing me a picture of like, and I don't know if this is a picture or if this is a scene of something that happened or if she's just showing it to me. So I'm just going to give to you what I'm seeing, okay? So you're standing there, and I feel you have dark hair or, brown hair, and I feel like that, and she's standing there. I already described her with the brown hair and the glasses, and I feel like she's got her arm around you, and it's definitely, she's got her arm around you, not the other way around, because I wanted to verify that. So she's got her.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you have a picture of that?
We have the picture, and she has glasses. Like, she hated glasses. She didn't want to wear them very often, but I have a picture, and it's me in the middle, and her arm is around me, and my other sister, Kathy, is on the other side, and we're just laughing.
Oh, yeah, I see
That
laughing.
is
I see somebody's mouth. I don't know whose it is, but somebody's mouth is open, like caught in mid-laugh kind of thing. So yeah, she's okay. So that's how she's validating that this is her. So she's telling you, she's referencing that picture, and she's telling me that time in your lives was a bit more carefree. It was kind of a. I don't know if you guys were younger. Well, obviously we're younger because we're always getting older.
Yeah, we were a lot younger then.
Okay, right. And she's talking to me about how she felt so carefree during that time, it was just such a happy time. And I feel like that your whole family is actually pretty darn happy. Because I feel like that everybody wears smiles a lot. Everybody smiles a lot, and I feel like that you guys all sort of appreciate what's going on in your lives. I just feel appreciation for your lives, and I feel like it's the whole family. So I'll just give you that. And let me see what does she want to. Do you have a question regarding her or for her or something? Or?
Yeah, well, she was actually killed 2 years, well, coming on 3 years ago.
Okay.
And we just
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there because I don't want to know too much because I want her to give it to me if she wants to, okay? And this is going to sound rather just, like kind of like I could say this to anybody. However, she's talking to me about something that you do to commemorate her every year, and it's like something it's something that you do every year on the day that she passed, and she's just there's so much appreciation for that, so much.
Off balloons, and we go where she passed away.
Okay, she really appreciates that, and she's like, you know what? This is what she's saying to me. She's saying, like, I don't need a whole lot. Like, this is what she's saying to me. She's like, I don't need a whole lot. They don't need to go jump through hoops and do this and do that. But boy, just that one day a year, I really appreciate that. So I'm just going to give that to you. She really, really appreciates that. And I feel like that she was sort of an unassuming kind of person. Like, she didn't expect a whole lot from anybody.
She's pretty much a free spirit.
Oh, really? Yeah, and she just kind of went with it, Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, she was sort of I get that vibe of a free spirit. But she just didn't expect to she didn't expect much out of anybody, but she really, really appreciates what you do that one time a year. So that one day a year. It's interesting because along with that, the last caller that I had, she's saying to me that that she wants me to reiterate that again, that, when you get over to the other side, it's a whole different thing. There is no pain. There is no, she's talking about how she will, if she chose to, this is a teaching moment for all of us about the other side, I guess, but like, she's like, if I chose to, I could still feel hurt and pain and sadness and all of that stuff. But she's, you know, and there was around, you know, I mean, she had things going on in her life like everybody does, but she's saying, I haven't held on to any of that. And because of that, I swear to God, this is what she just said to me, I'm having a great afterlife. So she's so cool. I love when the spirits come through and they're fun. Oh my God, I love this. But she's saying to me that, you know, I chose what I'm getting on this afterlife. I'm having a great afterlife. And, you know, everybody, she's like, you know, she knows that you guys are real. She keeps talking about everybody, so I think she's talking about your whole family. But she's saying that, you know, she could have, or she's saying that you guys could have chosen to be really sad and just like stop your lives, you know, when somebody passes away. But she's glad that she's glad to kind of see that you haven't. She doesn't want you to. She wants you to continue on.
Yeah, like we were all kind of like right. We all four of us kind of been close because we've, you know, we're adopted and moved home to home when we were little. So we've all been pretty close. And at that point, when she was killed, we kind of all separated. We were all kind of like in our different stages of life at that point. But when she passed, we all kind of all came right back. And I think it made all three of us that, you know, a lot more stronger.
That's
for
so
it.
great.
I mean,
wow. That's great. And you know what? I feel like, and I'm just going to tell you this, and I'm not trying to, you know, get you emotional or anything, but she's so happy. I'm seeing like tears of joy streaming down her face. She's so happy for that because there's nothing more important than like that bond, that sister bond, you know. So I'll just give you that because she's she's real happy that you guys are together. So that's great. That's fantastic. So she loves you.
That's so crazy because I've been wanting her to come to me, and I've seen her in dreams and stuff like that.
Oh, that's great.
Quite a bit.
That's definitely her. Never question if that's her or not, because especially when they come to you in dreams, I know that that's them coming to you. So she definitely comes to you in dreams, and if you should, and I'll give you this piece of advice, if you can, keep a piece of paper and a pencil next to your bed so that you can write down what happened in that dream so you remember it. Okay? Because I feel like that I don't know if she was a teacher or something, but she feels like she wants to show you. I feel like that she wants to show you what it's like on the other side and that sort of thing. So, just keep an open mind as you clearly have.
That's pretty crazy that you bring that up, that whole thing about showing me the other side.
Yeah.
Because this is really crazy. Last summer, I was driving home from work, and I drive about an hour home, and I had this crazy thing go on. I went to the other side while I was driving home. And I know it sounds crazy.
No, nothing's crazy.
But they showed me, it was kind of like, after I thought about it, it was like a near-death experience. Like they took, like this energy took me out of my body and showed me, and they're like, this like material items, your dishes, for example, and I just thought that was hilarious. They brought up dishes. That doesn't matter. Yeah. So, like, they showed me in my car driving, and this bright light coming from my chest and, like, my torso area. And they're like, that light, that's you. That's what really matters.
Wow. That is so huge. Oh, my God, that's amazing.
And, like, I was like, how am I driving? And they're like, your guides are driving right now.
Oh, my God, that is so cool.
Go back, and you need to tell everyone, who cares about all this material stuff?
Yeah.
You need to let that all go, because there's a piece of us that's a piece of this universe that is shining in all of us.
That's right.
And we're going to go back to that someday, because I wanted to stay there. And they said, no, you have to go back.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want to go back in there now.
Yeah.
I said, because it's so light here and so carefree. And they're like, no, but that's why we need you there. You know, is to teach everyone, because there's like
teach
this,
other people. Oh,
that
is
energy
really
coming
amazing.
into this world right now. Yeah.
Wow, that is just so super amazing. So please put a whole like journal next to your bed and make sure you write everything down. That's really amazing. Wow. And you can continue to have those conversations. You realize that. Like you can, like, do you meditate?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah. So, oh my God, that is so fantastic. Oh my gosh. Keep up that, you know, I mean, because you can talk to the world about it.
I keep telling her, I'm like, for some reason, I know it's you in my dreams, because it's so real. Like, we just hugged. Like, I just told you I loved you, you know, and I missed you.
That is.
I said, but for some reason, like, my human, you know, like your human feelings, like, they need to, like, they need that reassurance. Like, so I've been like, I really want someone to say, you are next to me while I'm away, you know?
Right, right.
Just, I needed that.
Yeah. Well, again, because it's that tangible thing. You know what I mean? It's like that, it's that tangible, like you can touch it kind of thing. So I totally get that. I totally get that. Oh my gosh, what a great story that is. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Well, thank you for, I mean, giving me that, I guess.
That's
fantastic.
Like,
I was just laying down, and I've been kind of sick, you know, the past few days and stuff, and I'm like, Noelle, I said, and I was just watching your show, and I said, Noelle, please just come through. I said, I need that.
Oh
and I was just like, I'm just going to call this number.
That's great. Oh, I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad that you did. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the call. I really, really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. And blessings to you, blessings to your family, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, great. Much. Thanks again for the call. Have a fantastic evening, and boy, keep up the good work, like I said. So take care.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh, wow, that was really exciting. That was so exciting. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was a great story, because that's what this is all about, you guys. That's what this is all about. Teaching each other and learning, and oh my God, that's amazing. So, so we got to talk a little bit about our gut instinct, but here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to close down, right? What I want to say is, okay, so with these readings, here's our little teachable moment, our own, right? Your gut instinct, okay? So listen, so our gut instinct while you're sleeping, right, is that somebody's coming to me while I'm sleeping, right? That's a gut instinct too. It's belief is what it is as well. It's about belief. It's about belief in yourself and trusting your gut instinct, your gut. Your gut is right here, right? Your solar plexus is here. And this is where clairsentience is. Clairsentience is our gut instinct. That's like the bottom line to the whole thing. So everyone has felt that, right? When you know that you're not supposed to go somewhere, and you don't, and you listen to it and you go, or you find out later that there was been a huge accident right in the path of where you didn't go because you trusted your gut instinct. It's that sort of thing. It's about trusting yourself, and I know I've said that about 65 times now, but it's trusting yourself and believing in yourself. And that's the hardest part, believing in yourself. If you know, and I'm going to liken this to these callers. If you believe that your loved one is still there, is standing beside you, then they probably are. It's belief in that. And I know that sounds a little bit odd, but that's what it is. You know, you know, boy, I'm trying to summarize everything that I wanted to say. Clairsentience is what this is. It's about feeling it. It's about knowing. It's about, you know, it's about empathy, okay? The empath, right? Just feeling what you feel, feeling what the other person is feeling. Did you ever walk up to somebody and meet them for the first time? You shake their hand and you know that they're a happy person or they're a sad person. You get that vibe. You can tell the difference. If you walk up to somebody and you just meet them for the first time, you can tell a lot about them just by your clairsentience, your gut instinct, okay? So keep that in mind. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a little thing, and I'm going to put that on my Facebook page. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really, really, really want people to understand how this works, right? How all of this stuff works. So, so until next time, I just appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and everybody stay happy until next week. Well, always stay happy, but until next week, everybody stay happy. Take care.
Thank you for watching Spiritually Speaking with Lori Albert.